Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Sandusky District Library's virtual story time. It's week 6, and today we're going to talk gardens, and along with gardens, we're going to talk about gnomes. Okay, so let's get started. Hands go up and hands go down. I can turn myself around. I can stand up on one shoe. I can listen, so can you. I can sit, I'll show you how. Story time is starting now. Welcome back, everyone. So this week, like I said, we're going to talk gardens. So our very first book is called The Bear's Garden, and it's by Marcy Collin, and it's illustrated by Allison Oliver. In the big, bustling city, all the people were busy. They rushed up and down the street without seeing that some buildings needed paint, that some buildings were empty, that some buildings were gone. But in one little girl's imagination, the city was a place to grow, a place to play, a place to love. She could always find beauty around her. Watch what the little girl does. She's got her bear. Okay, let's see. Oh no. One night, the girl's imagination spilled onto the sidewalk, rolled across the street, and sprouted. A baby garden! When she spotted the seedling, she introduced herself with a "how do you do" and a garden party. And that's how it went day after day. No matter how fierce the sun or how swift the wind, the little girl watched over the seedling. "I believe in you," she whispered every morning and every night. More seedlings soon grew. People rushing by began to slow down. First, with a tip of the hat or a nod of the head, people stopped to smile or say hello to the little girl with the tiny green friends. There came a time when the girl had to leave for a while. Without her care and without her love, she knew the plants would wither. She wanted to bring the garden with her, but it wasn't possible. She thought maybe she could whisper, "I believe in you," from far away, but she didn't have enough string. She tried employing a pigeon, but it was clearly not trained. If the little girl could not take care of the garden, someone else would have to. She filled her bear with cuddles and snuggles and stuffed him full of hope. She locked button eyes with him and whispered into his ear, "This is a very special mission. Watch the garden until I get back." She kissed him on top of his head and left him to do his job. From miles away, the girl imagined the garden was blooming. She imagined it could be a place to grow, a place to play, a place to love, and it was. Alrighty, so this week we have 2 crafts to do. Our first one is going to be our flower garden wreath. So you're going to take your paper plate that has the circle cut out of it, and you're going to take the cupcake liners, and you should have 9 in your kit. It takes about 9 to get all the way around your circle. If you don't want to fill your wreath with just the cupcake liners and you want to do something a little differently, that's okay too. So what I did was then I took crayons and I colored them different colors and different designs. And then once I was done with that, I took a green crayon and I colored my wreath. And then I took my cupcake liners and I glued them to around the wreath. So then it ended up turning out like this. Okay. Right, and then the next craft we have is a peekaboo gnome that's peekabooing in the garden. So you should have a paper plate like this in your kit, and then it's a half sheet paper plate that's also stapled to it, and then it should have some cuts in the middle, so that's kind of like our grass. And then so what I did was I took a crayon and I colored blue for on the top for sky. You could do blue and then maybe some white for clouds, however you'd like to design it. And then I took green and I colored grass, and then I took crayons and I made flowers that were popping up like a flower garden. So then you should also have in your kit a little gnome and a popsicle stick. Glue or tape him to the popsicle stick. And then when that's dry, you take your decorated plate and you, I don't know if I can, yeah, here, you stick him right in here like this. So then he's playing peekaboo in the garden. Alrighty, so those are the two crafts we have this week. Let's move on to the next book we have today. The next book is called No, No, Gnome, and it's written by Ashlyn Anstey. The students at Green Thumb Elementary had been working hard on their garden all year long. Finally, it was almost ready to harvest. Everyone was excited, especially Gnome. As the students headed outside, Mr. Waters assigned each of them a task. The kids quickly got to work. Oh, look, 1 day till harvest. At first, Gnome was helpful, but then, no, Gnome. That's not right. Mr. Waters suggested Gnome try something else. But pretty soon, no, Gnome. Mr. Waters gave Gnome one last chance. All Gnome had to do was stand still and hold the basket for the garden clippings. Seems pretty easy, right? But Gnome didn't even last 1 minute. Mr. Waters sent Gnome back to the classroom. When the other kids returned, no one said hello. At recess, no one would play with him. And at the end of the day, no one said goodbye. Gnome was blue. How could he show his friends that he was sorry? He's thinking about it. Look at all the things he's doing. Look at all that work he's putting into it, right? The next day, Gnome couldn't wait to get back to the garden. The other kids were dreading it. But when they went outside, oh, Gnome! Look what he did in the garden. The students got to work picking their harvest bounty. Gnome was helpful most of the time. All right, so those are our two books for this week. Next week, we are going to start talking about princesses and knights. So some of the books that I picked that you could possibly check out, either order through curbside or come into the library and pick out are When Royals Wear Ruffles. P is for princess, a royal alphabet. And knights always have to slay dragons, right? So this book's called Dragon Knight. And then the last one is some of our favorite princesses from Frozen 5-minute stories, Disney Frozen 5-minute stories. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed our 2 books this week, and I will see you guys next week. So let's end our story time with our ending poem. Tickle the stars, tickle the toes, turn around and tickle your nose. Reach down low, reach up high. Story time is over, so wave goodbye. Bye, everyone. See you next week.